Hey everyone, and welcome this morning. I had a very early morning visitor this morning, so well, I was late because I was still in my jammies, and the girls that rocked up, I didn't know they were rocking up, and they rocked up to grab some stuff. So hence the lateness on the video, but I'm here. So we'll keep this short, half an hour. I'm just going to show you how and what I'm up to. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to. Welcome. Hi, Ione. How are you, lovey? Enjoying the rain. And I'll just show you what I'm doing. G'day, Rado. And where I've got to. So I've when I was doing the cutting and stuff yesterday, I've cut up. Hi, Julie. Hi, Lynette. I was cutting up my not so triangle shapes and stuff. I've added 4 lots of 8s together, 4 lots of 8 squares. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots, and they're 8 squares long. Good morning, Jenny. Morning, Pat. So that they will go a long ways. And then I'm going to need 6 lots of 6 strips. So instead of it being that long, the 8, it'll be that long, and they go in between. So I'm just going to put those ones aside, and I've got all sorts of bits and pieces here. I now have a bin next to me instead of throwing it sort of everywhere. I've done a bit of chain stitching, so I'm just going to pull them apart, or trim them apart. I was using a walking foot yesterday, and it didn't really like doing the stitching with a thinner fabric, so I've had to go a bit back and forth on some of these. So I've changed my foot over. The walking foot likes a thicker fabric to grab and pull through. So that's my leader there, that little mess. Sometimes I'll use a... Yeah, so this is a mat I got many moons ago, and it's opens up for your applique. It's got the sort of velvety sort of stuff there, and it's like a sandpaper, so that you can place your applique pieces there and they don't move around. And it's got a little cutting board. As you can see, I've never used it because it's too small, but I do like using it as a ironing mat. So it's quite handy for that. It's a little ironing mat if I want to travel somewhere with it. So I've cut these apart, and I've got lots and lots of them, but I do need to, these folded ones, they do need to be pressed very quickly. That's not a full piece, it can go to God. So they can all sit there. These ones have got to be pressed. And when I say press, I mean literally just press, don't iron as such. These we don't want them pushed, even though they're not triangles, you know, the proper half square triangles, we still don't want them pushed out of shape. So just lay it down one side like that, grab your iron and run it over. One side down and just run your iron over. When you get a pile of them, just move it aside. I tell you what, having this camera in front of me my arms are up and over, so my shoulders are absolutely screaming. I might have to get my little rolly chair because it goes up higher, so I can reach over without hurting myself. My stool chair. So once they're done, and now don't forget we are going live with sales at 12 o'clock. I have some serious specials on, and if you love jelly rolls and you love batiks, you are going to love my little sale I've got going on. Sorry, it was me crashing. I'm just going to move this over. Julie's grabbing my chair as we speak. Thank you, darling. I'm just going to roll this around that way, and literally I am up and over, and I'm not... This chair, it's a $350 chair, Who's the helper today? Oh, I've got Julie here. She's doing some organising. She's been playing with those fat quarters that we've got. Good morning, Jodie. And she's come in to do that as well. Poor love just about lives here. She does enjoy it, I think. Do you enjoy it? Yeah, she loves it. Yeah, she has fun.
I love feeling the fabric and playing with
Yeah, she
fabric.
gets to play and feel with fabric without having to buy it all. So what I've got to do is just quickly, and I want to make sure I don't have two of the same together like that. And I could, you know, do that sort of thing so they're going up and down if I want to. Just flip it over. You can put a pin in, but because we're not joining any points, it's not going to really matter. Put my foot down. Now I have to move my needle across because it's not a 1/4 inch foot. So I'm just going to move it right across. Good morning, Kathleen. Pop that down. I do have a new needle in, so we should have a nice sharp needle working lovely for me. Oops, sorry, I've got fat hands in the way. And, oh, I love my chair. Oh, that's grabbed, hasn't it? Oh, look at that little mess there. What's that doing? Oh, it's come undone. I did have a little needle threader thing here. I'll see if I can try and work this little booger. And it goes that way, I think. Or is it the other way? Yeah, I think it's that way. Oops, it goes. Come in there. So it goes that way. Yeah. Oops. Get in there, you little darling. I've even got my eyes on. I'm still struggling. That way there. Push down and run down. Did I miss? I missed the oh, said the sailor to the girl. Did I get it? No. Oh my God, what a nuffy. All right, try again. First you don't succeed, jump up and down and chuck a tanty. There we go. Nice. Threaded it through, so I don't have to have a fight with it. There we go. I need one of those needle threaders. Do you have any for sale? Yes, I do. Hi, Suzanne. Pat, yes, I do. Quick PM from you would be fantastic, just while I'm doing a demo. They're $10, and I have about 5 of them, I think, still here. So, yeah, just a quick PM would be awesome. So here I go, just throwing a couple together. And you can see my squares aren't even square. You know how much I care? Because this is the kind of quilt you get a beginner to start with, and they don't have to stress. They can enjoy what they're doing. You don't put them off sewing forever. And they can come out of it going, how cool was that? I created a quilt. Look how clever I am. No points to worry about, and it's nice and colourful. I have one of those and never knew how to use it, so thanks for the demo. It's all right, I probably stuffed up. Do you have any plain black cotton material? Oh my God, Kathleen, do I have plain black cotton material? Yes, I do. I have a couple of different types. I will, if you send me a quick PM, I think I've got some poly, but majority of it is 100% cotton, homespun. It's $12 a metre. Send me a quick PM with how many metres you would like. I'm happy to oblige. So just joining these together quickly and you can sort of see I'm not really fussy too much with where my colours and that are. Thanks, Julie. Sorry, thanks, Pat, I should say. Just making one with 3. So I do what they call chain piecing, so I do a lot of it. If I can chain piece it, I will chain piece it. If you haven't seen chain piecing before, basically what it means is that you stitch one piece of fabric down together, then you get the next one, you stitch past your point of the last fabric. Still, as you can see, I've gone past that, place the next one underneath the feet, or just at the start of the feet where the feed dogs are, and it grabs and pulls it through like a gem. Makes you look like a professional. And nice quick sewing. If you go past the actual fabric, it will create a little bit of a knot at the end, see? If you don't and you have them really touched up to each other, it won't create a knot, and then the stitching can come undone. Julie is here just busily getting stuff ready because at 12 o'clock we're going to have that sale. And if you are interested in getting yourself a really good bargain, and at this time, this day and age, I think with everything going on, we need to be paying a little bit less for our habitual issues, like sewing, fabric, and the like. So if we can get a nice bargain, then I think we should go for it. I've got a bit of fabric hanging off that. It's missed as I've turned it over, so I'll trim that off in a minute. I'm just going to lift and place that under. It's going to disappear into the seam anyway. Hi Judy, how are you, love? So quickly put some of these in. Doesn't take too long. Okay, we'll see you then. See you then, Jenny. We'll see you at 12. Nice joining these together. Get some greenies in there. See, I cut that one on a bit of an angle. That's all right. She can still go in. We won't hold that against her. That'll disappear in the seam. You know, I'm a really no problems type of person. Just do it, just get it done, don't stress over it. There are right ways and wrong ways to do things, of course, but stress-free is also very, very helpful. Now, once I've done those, I cut off and then I just trim them apart, and then I get to the point of having 6 together. So I'm almost there. Won't take me too long, and then I'm going to join them to the actual panels. Got a message that's just come through from someone, a PM. So I don't have a huge amount of jelly rolls, so please remember that when I go live, there's not a huge amount of them until I order more, which will be a while because I like to pay my bills first. So I want to pay the bill first, then get more. Hi Debbie, how you going? So this one's going to go that way. Oh, maybe go that way. And place that there. That gives me 6. So I will need another 5 of these together. That was a bit wonky. And I'll just pop that aside. That'll be ready for pressing, I should say. I'm going to grab this baby, put that together there. And like I say, this little quilt is designed to make it so easy for those beginners who don't understand the full world of quilting and the rights and wrongs of everything. We just want them to get sewing. So if you've got some young kids or grandkids or anyone who is really wants to do it, but, you know, loves all these triangles and things like that, but really, you know, you don't want to you don't want to create a disappointment for them, you know, because some kids can get disappointed if they can't achieve those points and things like that. Then this is the way to do it. So that's 3 number 6s. And you can see how quick it comes together. Once you've got these joined, you've got basically press and so on. And I don't have to cut off in between, but I am, for the simple reason that I just want to sort of see what I'm doing and where I'm at. And it's 4, this is number 5. Oops, the days, come on, work up. Yeah, so I got caught in my jammies this morning. Doing the washing and doing the dishes, and I'm cleaning and I'm vacuuming and I'm sweaty and icky, and then Amanda and Jenny rock up to pick up their goods, and I went, oops, sorry, I'll be there in a minute. Just in my jammies, looking feral. Pretty funny. 2, 4. You have mornings like that where you go, oops. I have a couple of those regularly. Most people catch me unawares. 4, I might have to unpick something because I've got it sewn together in the wrong number. Just trim them apart. So I can hear something making a noise. Is that your phone, Julie?
Oh, I've got a good phone.
Yeah, I think I can hear it. Yeah, I think it's on vibrate. Yeah. I think we all, oh, you look, I could live in my PJs, except for the stink. I couldn't stand myself after a while. Hey, yeah, you reckon?
Mm.
Oh. Yep, so I've got one extra on this one, so I'm just going to clip that off. Because they're short seams, they do come away very easily. And that's number 6. Oops, days. We just need to line it up a little bit better than that. Yeah, it is very comfy being. If I can't get in my PJs, I like to come up in my slippies, but it's so wet today that I couldn't do it. Couldn't run up in my PJs and me slippies. So I'm just going to move this over, just over here where the iron is. Just see if I can get it to sit nice for me. There we go. And now, because I'm up high, I'm not going to wreck my shoulder trying to get that to get my arms over the top. Oh, I can even go up high. This stool is amazing. I use it because I've got the long arm, and if I had to stand the amount of hours I sew, I'd be crippled. Oops, that one's a bit wonky. So I use the stool, and it goes up to maximum height is like higher than a stool. Oh, good on you, Ratto. Lucky you. Massage chair and all. And it's got the wheelie rolly, so I can roll myself along the long arm and not wreck my shoulders and my back and my hips. The older I'm getting, and I'm not old, but the older I'm getting, the harder it is for me to stand like that. And that was that seam I unpicked. I can use my seam fix to get those little bits of thread out. Yeah, I know, she's like full-on relax mode. Perfect day for it, considering it's absolutely persisting down with rain today. So just give them a quick press, and you can see I'm not pushing down and stretching. I'm literally just gliding over just to press those seams down in one direction or back and forth, whichever one you decide. See, one way and one the other. And then I'll just quickly turn it over and make sure I haven't got any of those little fellas. Sometimes that happens where there's joins, which is a bit wonky. Don't stress. We can even that out once we've got it on. I did have a bit of an issue with the sewing machine yesterday with that foot on. There we go. And just flip it over. You can see those little seams turning one way and the other. I had a good look at that photo on your TV, Rado, of the horseshoe. It looks good. I did try and show my husband, but he didn't have his glasses on. He couldn't see it. And he said, is that a man? I'm like, no, you idiot. So put your glasses on. So if you don't want these to stretch and move and things like that, you need to use a spray starch. So these little bits here, I can pick them out with my fingers if I like, or I can use that seam fix tool, that unpicker tool that we got the other week. A great little tool for those. A lot of thread sitting there, don't need that, trim it off. If you don't have one of these ironing mats for your little mini iron, you need to invest in one so you can just sit it down without having to be frightened it's going to fall over. So we'll press those down, nearly there, one more to go. Hello, tell Dan it looks so good on the TV. I better get a better perspective and see it. It's a horse. Yeah, then we might be learning to make comfy PJs soon. Yeah, all those hoodies that everyone's buying, kids want. It looks like a great big hoodie that's oversized. That's all it looks like, and it's just got lining. Can't see it being. They had them at well over $100 at one point. It's ridiculous pricing. Okay, so we've got those ready. I've got 6 of them. The other thing I need to do is just quickly put on these little, these mats here, these ironing mats, is the ones I'm talking about. They are 25. The silicone ones, they're brilliant. I do have them in stock if you're wanting one, Lynette. Can pop it in with your stuff. And I haven't used pins at this point. I'm going to try and wing it and hope for the best. Needle down. And because my hand is in the way, it's going to be fun for you to see. Alright. So I'm just going to hold it to that point. There and there with my fingers, one on either point. Lift up that end. And just grab. And this is that scant 1/4 inch I was talking about yesterday. I couldn't think of the name of. I remembered it later. Someone asked me about the plant at the front of my house the other day. Do you think I could remember the word bromeliad? Could not remember it for the life of me. Anyone would think that I've got bloody Alzheimer's the way I'm going at the moment. Way too much on my plate, I think. I'm sure it'll settle down when COVID does. That's one side, and then I'll get another one. You can go top and bottom, side to side. Look, it doesn't really matter. And look, if you do one that's top to bottom and the other one side to side, no one's going to really notice. You know, don't sort of stress yourself out. You know, just enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of getting your quilt together and on the machine ready for quilting and completed. You know, this is meant to be an enjoyable process. That's the main thing. I'm trying to get it to focus, and it's not going to because my bleeding hand's in the way. Sorry, ladies. Just try and get that there. I wonder if I come in from the side more. See if I can move it over a bit. Come in from here and go that way. See if that helps. Is that better? Less hand interference. Okay, So when we're wanting to go quickly, we get the scissors and trim off those little bits there. So we can just trim that off and then take it to the board and neaten them up before we put the next lot on, which I'll do in a sec. I'm going to grab the other panel, if I can find it. There it is, the frogs. Aren't they the cutest little things you've ever seen? Is that brown fabric a bias binding you've made yourself? Yes, love. Yes, absolutely. That's a percale. It's just the brownie percale chocolate. An inch wide strip and ironed in half. Correct. Thanks, Rado. Yep. Alrighty. Let's go foot down. There it is. Scant 1/4 inch. Another 10 minutes. You'll be surprised how much we can do in half an hour when we're not stressing about points. You want to stress about points and have really, really nice points, then do foundation piecing. Foundation piecing is the best way to get points. It doesn't matter whether it's flying geese or you're doing something that's like a mariner's compass. It's the easiest way to get your points is by doing foundation piecing. I haven't done a class on that for a while, have I? I'll have to do one of those. Alright. Now, foot down, up a bit over, a little bit more. There we go. I think that's a better position for the camera. I literally just cut up and down the width of fabric, no across the bias or anything. It's not, doesn't have to go around any curves. The only time you need to cut across bias is if you're going to be doing curve stitching. So if I was to cut that on the bias, it would move way too much. Oh, the New York Beauty, yes, and I've got to send you some of those things too, and I haven't done that. I do apologise, Redo, and I've also got to send some stuff to Gidget. I haven't done that as well. Must do it. Make a mental note to self. All right, let's move this back over here. I'm going to do the unthinkable and use my tiny board. I did have a little ruler, but I think I buried it amongst everything else at the moment. So there's my little board. I only need to cut that and that end really straight. So actually I do have this ruler, which is my at a 1/4 inch. Oh, I lost me stool. There we go. I can use this because it's still a ruler for cutting. Thanks, Rado. I know you understand. I just feel bad because I haven't done what I wanted to do. Just make sure that's nice and even. It's funny, I can smell the board. I've opened it up and I can smell the stuff it's made from. I just want to make sure that's straight. I know what these fabrics are like. Swing it around. What is a New York Beauty class? Sounds like makeup. Oh, Judy, that is full-blown foundation piecing. Fabulous fun. A lot of work though. My gee, it's a lot of work. Rado will tell you. You're flat out full-on stitching and cutting and ironing or pressing and all sorts of things. And you might get 1 or 2 blocks done. And then you've got, I can't remember the name of the lady. It's Judy Nemaya. Judy Nemaya. Yeah, she made it. That's it.
We must do our quilt.
Yes, we've got those as well, haven't we? So this little board, anything like this, you can make these boards yourself. You don't have to pay your $50, $60 for them. You can make them yourself. All I can smell is the rain, but it's so light here, but no wind. Oh, I got the wrong side of my at a 1/4 ruler with the rotary cutter. Oh, bugger. That's not good. Yeah, the add a quarter ruler is brilliant for your foundation piecing, because you can to cut off. You know, when you fold the fabric back and cut off the excess, you can just use the ruler rather than measuring. It's got a little lip there. All right, let's swing it back. Yeah, we've got lots of rain here. No wind, which is awesome. And where's the other little bits? I've lost them. Let's see if we're looking. One there. Come on. Oh, we've done with them. All right. Then we just sew these on here. Have you shown us any of the New York? No, I haven't, love. No. That was a big weekend, like big class that we did last year, the year before last, I think. Was it last year? No, it wasn't this year. It was last year. That? No, that's not New York Beauty. No, I sold that. Yeah, I sold that table runner. Someone bought the table runner off me. I can't remember who it was. Someone bought the table runner off me. It was a New York Beauty. Yeah, oranges and sunshine, or sunshine and oranges. Sunshine and oranges. Yeah, I haven't even done that pattern yet. That one, Rado, you'd love that one, sunshine and oranges. It's very much similar type of project. Don't really have any more of these folded over. No. All right. Okay, so while I'm off air, sounds like something I might run 100 miles from. Yeah, you probably would. It's a lot of work. All right, so what I've got up to is I have this one with its little things on it. I have my eight pieces, the ones with eights, and sorry, the sixes, and these are the eights. And I have one with its edge on it. I have one almost complete and another one half done. Now what I also have is some pre-cut 1-inch strips ready to press. And to press those, turn that sideways, give you a bit of, there we go. Start it off like that. Just grab it, press it down, grab a nice big pin. Pin it down. You can hear that drip over there. And just do that. August last year, Cobram. Yeah, it was, Rado. Yeah, it's been a long time. And then COVID hit, and I think with Mandy and all the stuff she's got going on with their things, we didn't have time to even do it. She doesn't have time to organise it, so we're going to do the cockatoo up at Albury. They wanted to take it on because we were going to do it in Cobram, so we decided that we'd do it in Albury, and then COVID hit. So that pulled everything to a bleeding halt. Everyone just stopped, so it's a bit of a spew because I was really looking forward to it. So that's how you get your... Mandy sold the motel. Oh, she did she? I haven't spoken to her. I know they were talking about, they had it on the market there, but I wasn't too sure whether it had actually sold. And I know they were looking at housing. So, that's great if she sold that, because I know she was looking forward to selling. Yep, I'm having to be there all the time. She'd be loving that. That'd be much happy. I think she's still there, I think, for 2 years, is it, or something? I think there's something about that. I'm not too sure anyway. You know, I'm sure she wanted to tell everyone, she'd tell them. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame I can't even go and see her. She's my cousin. For those who don't know, Mandy Manane at the Cobram Hotel or Motel, the Regency Motel in Cobram. There's another one. This is how quick and easy they are. And I'm going to fold this. Now this works exactly the same. Now say if I was going to do this on the bias, it works exactly the same. Oh, she did post it, did she? Okay, yeah, look, to be honest, I haven't had the time to follow up with anyone. I know she sent me a message about a quilt to have done, but I haven't heard from her, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, so if you're doing it on the bias, this is exactly the same way I would do it. I don't do it any differently. The only thing I don't do a lot of is pulling or stretching it out, but even then, if you did, it wouldn't matter because you're going to move it and turn it around corners and all sorts of things. But this is how easy it is to do your own bias. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. And you can cut it any width you like. The other thing too is if you feel that you want to then have it as a blind, you can then turn that in like that, right? That's how you make the, and then you go like that, right? And then you get ones that are like that. Little tiny little fella. Hi, Wania. So I'm just going to uniron that. This is pretty much my last one to iron for the moment, unless I need to cut more. That's really hot, by the way. So now I've done this. We've got about 5 minutes before 12 o'clock. I'll probably go live about 5 past if you're coming back to go on the live sales, just to give me a chance to have a quick cuppa. Yeah, so again, go to YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed, go and subscribe. I do have those pair of scissors. I need to draw the name of the winner of those too, and the tote bag. So I haven't forgotten that. I've just been way too busy to organise my old self. I need a secretary. I needed someone to follow me around and go, right, Michelle, you said this last week and you still haven't done it. That's what I need.
And then post sticky notes everywhere.
Yeah, post sticky notes everywhere, and I hope to Christ I do them. All right, so we are almost at the joining together stage. We will absolutely, I might even do one a little bit later on the Savo. After everything today, we've got a live class with GAX, the Great Australian Craft Show. And I hope you're enjoying your videos and your demos. And I will see you at 12 o'clock for a live sale.